Hi, I'm Anatole, and this is my reaction video to Neon Genesis Evangelion, Season 1, Episode number 18, titled Ambivalence, released January 31st, 1996, and it scored 8.9 on imdb.com, and that's out of 840 votes. Now, I've got a little housekeeping to do, so if you want to skip ahead to the reaction video, just fast forward to past my introductory credits sequence, and that's where the reaction video will begin. However, for those of you who have been following along all these episodes, 18, you may be wondering why there's been such a long break between episode 17 and 18, a 6-month break. The reason for that was I've been suffering some eye problems, and also I have tinnitus, and for the past 6 months the tinnitus has been very acute. It's a little better now. I've been recording again for YouTube, but that's the reason for the layoff. So I'm going to be a little rusty, and just to acclimate myself to the large cast of characters, I've taken to putting their names on my iPhone notepad. I'm going to read them very quickly just so I can get them stuck in my head, and then hopefully during the recording I won't be stumbling around trying to remember their names. So we have Shinji, who is the head pilot of Eva number 0, I believe. We have Asuka, who pilots Eva number 1. We have Rei Ayanami, who pilots Eva number 2. And then behind them we have Misato and Ritsuko, who are both in Nerve. We have Risuko is the Chief Technology Officer. The Nerve Bridge crew, we have Maya, Aoba, and Hyuga. And then for Shinji's friends, I always forget their names. Kensuke Aida, who wears the glasses, and Toji Suzuhara Goi. I have written down the fourth children. Didn't we just learn something about him being a secret fourth child? There's something behind him I've forgotten in the past 6 months, something about his story. Then we have Roji Kaji, who also works at Nerve, and we, the viewers, suspect he is a double agent. I can't remember if we've got that confirmed, but it's only it's a suspicion. Gendo Ikari, who's the boss and also the father of Shinji. So it seems like most of it's come back to me. Then Kozu Fuyutsuki, second in command and Gendo's assistant. And then Marduk Organization seems to have been the shadow organization that arranged something about the fourth children. So some of this is still a little fuzzy, and hopefully it'll come back to me as I begin to watch episode 18. So welcome back, and I hope you're as excited as I am to get into the reaction video. So join me after the intro when I'll give you my reaction to episode number 18. See you in a bit. Oh, should be in Japanese. Sorry, guys. I'm going to keep it rolling rather than re-recording. Oh, it is in Japanese. Holy mackerel.
This is Ecta 64. Roger it out.
Not expecting that. So we have American involvement here. Interesting. I thought I left the English dub on. Yeah, what was going on? So I missed something. I'll have to rewatch some of these episodes. I'll do that before my review of the episode. I'll rewatch the couple episodes prior. So we did learn out something about him. I'm definitely going to watch the past 2 episodes before I do my review for this episode. That's a really nice shot. Frame, so I should say framing. It's not a shot technically. They're developing his character in a major way.
すまんな、転校生。わしはお前を殴らないかん。殴っとかな。気が済まへんな。
As the bully, it's his obligation to punch the noob.
優しいところ
Aren't they always? The ones that treat you wrong, you think they're so sweet.
3号機って誰が乗るのかな。
まだ聞いてないの
誰？
She's like, am I gonna be the one to tell you?
知らない
Yeah, I'll let someone else do it.
仕事のこととか、母さんのこととか。
So Kaji is replacing
それは違う
Misato.
な。男と女の間には海よりも広くて深い川があるってことさ。
僕には大人の人はわかりません。
It's okay, we don't understand ourselves either. I don't really know what's going on here. Nobeyama. Is that a real area in Tokyo? Nobeyama Heights? Or something invented for Tokyo 3 in the show?
活動停止信号を発信。
目標って、これはエヴァじゃないか。
So the Eva got taken over?
そんな使徒に乗っ取られるなんて
That's a new twist.
やっぱり人が、子供が乗ってるのかな。
Is that his friend in there?
あんたまだ知らないの
This show's going in the direction I didn't expect.
目標は接近中だ。あと2丸で接触する。お前が倒せ。
目標って言ったって。
Who's in it? Who's in it?
助けなきゃ。人を殺したってでき
She's
ない
got a
よ。
good heart.
お前が死ぬぞ。
いいよ。人を殺すよりはいい。
'Cause I'm not you, father!
今のパイロットよりは役に立つ。やれ。
Jesus, this pilot is his son. Interesting plot turns in this episode. Oh, man. Ooh, wonder who the pilot was. They haven't shown us, so maybe it's not their friend. Ooh, water's running red. What a really gruesome sight. So how did the angel take over the Eva? I'm a little confused about
これ
that.
にしまったオスチルドレンは
Dum dum dum. Doji.
シンジ君
Hmm.
シンジ君シンジ君シンジ君シンジ君
Nice. Ah! Well, that's it for episode 18. I did get a little lost. Oops. That showed up there. But I will watch the episode again as my normal method. I'll watch it 3 times before I do the review. And I'm also going to watch the couple episodes previous because I got lost in all the story given that 6-month break that I took. So join me in a second when I'll give you my review of episode number 18. Hello and welcome back. This is my review now of the episode, and I think it's going to be briefer than normal because I didn't find much in the way of critical commentary on the episode, and my own thoughts are a little bit brief, but I hope substantial. So the first thing I want to comment upon is the developing relationship between Shinji and Kaji and Misato. And it definitely seems like perhaps this is Kaji's plan to become a surrogate father to Kaji and a surrogate lover to Misato, and then flip them to betraying Nerve and going with him. And I had mentioned during the reaction video that I had that 6-month break between episodes, and I felt like I'd forgotten a few details, so that I was going to go back and watch a couple episodes, and so I did. I rewatched episodes number 16 and 17, the 2 just prior to this, but I still don't feel up to speed. The reason why I mention that is I can't remember the name of the organization that Kaji is supposedly spying for, and so I'm going to have to go into even further older episodes to find that name. If you remember that name, please leave it in the comments below, because every time I try to do research just to answer a question, I get the danger of spoiling a future episode. I've had that happen 2 times now. Researching something for Kaji, I was through the Neon Genesis wiki. Unfortunately, the very first 2 sentences, there was a spoiler, And then also this dummy plug that were introduced in this episode. I couldn't remember if we had seen that before. And so again, going to a wiki entry, I think it was again the Neon Genesis wiki, spoiled, pretty sure it spoiled part of the plot for me. So I'm hesitant to look up again the organization that we think that Kaji is spying for. If someone can help me out without spoiling anything, just tell me the name so I can use it in future reviews. I'd really appreciate that. So that was my biggest thought on the episode was the development that is tied into the plot of the introduction now of Eva 3 and the idea that the Evas can be controlled by an AI, I guess. We don't really know how that control is seeded from the Eva pilot. That because Kaji was unwilling to kill the Eva pilot, they took the control from Kaji. And one benefit of having viewed episode 16 again, it cleared the mystery of how the angels were taking over the Evas. Pretty sure it's related to Kaji being swallowed by the angel in episode 16. That they learned their entry point into the Evas. And also, we saw in that episode that Ritsuko was willing to kill Kaji in order to take out the threat that was posed to losing the Eva to the angel in that episode. And we see that again. We learned that those pilots now not only putting their lives on the line, but their lives are viewed as expendable to the mission. Not only expendable, they will be terminated if they are impeding the mission. And even further than that, not only will they be terminated by the command of Nerve, they will be terminate Kaji's father, Genji, will terminate Kaji if he feels that it serves the mission's purpose. And I think all that is playing into the status of Shinji within Nerve. I think that status is going to be questioned, and that we will see Shinji debating whether Kaji represents an alternative to his future. Kaji? Yeah, Kaji represents an alternative to his future within Nerve. I believe that's where the plot's going to go. The episode does a great job of starting slow with character moments before the angel attack, and that is a common tactic, a common approach that the series takes. Build up the characters before giving us the angel attack. And then my last note was lots of doubling with earlier segments at the school. So, for example, we see the teacher droning on about second impact. That's a recurring joke. We get to see Shinji's friend. I've forgotten his name. I forgot it within the video, and I'm forgetting now. The one who becomes the new Eva pilot. We see him within the school, like we saw earlier. It's a flashback to when he was attacking and when he was bullying Shinji. So here those doublings are used to show difference, the contrast, how the series has developed, how the characters have developed, and their circumstances of the world have changed now that the Evas are being piloted by them. And that's all I got. So pretty brief review. Where are we on record time? About 5-minute review. A little shorter than normal. So I would appreciate any thoughts you have about this episode. Please don't spoil future episodes, and try not to give any hints that will spoil future episodes, because I am pretty good at guessing at hints, and I can be spoiled that way. But if you have, especially if you have any information about things that I've forgotten that are pertinent to this episode and the episodes previous, please post them in the comments. Post the name of the organization that Kaji is spying for, if that name has been dropped already. I'm pretty sure it has. And that's it. Okay, so until next time, take care and be well. Goodbye.